You're about to watch a video on lethal bronzing. There are links in the description below that provide more insightful details and information. All right, we're here in Galveston. They've got confirmed cases of lethal bronzing, and we're doing injections to the trees, to the palms. And our system is by using needles instead of drilling holes. And these small needles allow us to insert this into the palm and inject and then pull it out, as opposed to drilling a huge permanent hole. These seal up almost immediately. And then we connect our gun to the needle and then slowly introduce the product into it. And today we're doing the insecticide treatments, the systemic insecticide, to try to deter and kill the vector, the leafhopper type insect that is spreading the disease. So if we can stop that, that's the number one thing. And then we'll wait a few weeks, let this move through the vascular tissues of the palms, and then we come back again with the antibiotics and oxytetracycline. But we don't do them both at the same time, because one is acidic and the other one is not, and they can kind of neutralize each other. So we want to have this to where it slowly injects in the palm, give it a few weeks to absorb, and then we'll come back again. Now, another thing we do whenever we're doing these injections to help the tree uptake it through the palm, we're going to put some perfect palm fertilizer down here, the granules on the ground as well, to help promote the tree, to stimulate it, to help. So this is the way to do it with the least amount of damage. In a perfect world, we would not be ever puncturing anything through a palm trunk, as they can't compartmentalize and heal like a regular palm does. So this is our way of doing it. We're near the waterway, so you can see the bay over here. This is why we're doing the specific injections here. We're targeting it instead of using systemic insecticides out across the lawn. So if you come and you spray all of this, you're spreading granules down, doing all that. Well, in the runoff, the first time it rains, all of that's going right here, and it's toxic to the fish, other aquatic animals, and shrimp and crab and everything else. So we're containing it, doing targeted, more eco-friendly type of treatments here. And in a second, some of this will dry. You'll never even know we were here. And this is what we're doing in Galveston right now, because the lethal bronzing is, it's kind of running rampant down here now. And we've been consulting with Department of Ag and everybody else, but these are the treatments we're currently doing. So if you need these, you can give us a call. We can come out, we can do the injections for you. And so there's also, the problem of, if it's in the area, at what point does this stop? Well, unfortunately, you would have to do these treatments basically quarterly, either for the life of the tree or until it is not being found in the area anymore. So as long as it's still being tested and confirmed and showing up, then you'll have to keep doing these. So again, it's about every 3 months for the insecticide, and every 3 months for the antibiotics as well, but we do rotate those. And we've been doing this for several decades now throughout Galveston, Houston area. We've been tracking the disease, and actually it used to be called Texas Phoenix palm decline, but it was a horrible name. We kept pushing to get it renamed closer to the accurate disease, that it was lethal yellowing, the same vector, the same, almost exact same sequencing found in the lethal yellowing as this one. So, but the problem was everybody was calling it the Texas Phoenix palm decline, which made a lot of people unfortunately think that this was exclusive to Texas and date palms, which it was not. So we kept pushing through the years to actually get it renamed to lethal bronzing, which would match the color of the tops when they start getting infected. So after years and years of calling it lethal bronzing on our own, eventually other people started taking on the name, and now it's generally referred to by universities and everybody else, Department of Agriculture, as lethal bronzing now. So thankfully we got everybody on board with that, which was a better terminology to use, because it really lets people know, especially people in Florida that have been around lethal yellowing, the danger of this and the severity of it, that it can affect many palms of all different species. And it's not just a Texas thing, as we know now, as this has spread to Florida and everywhere else. So if you're in Galveston County, Houston, we have several nurseries here in locations where you can have our experts come out, treat your palms. The other thing we're noticing is, I can show you one right here. So if you have a question if your palm has lethal bronzing, does my palm have lethal bronzing? Well, typically, you're going to start seeing symptoms. Normally, the spear will turn yellow or brown and collapse. The fruit will all not develop, it'll turn black, it'll fall off prematurely. Then the top will start to open and fall apart, kind of at the top, working its way down. The bronzing, brownish red color is why we called it the lethal bronzing. That's why we created that name in the first place. And you can see this tree has 0 symptoms. There is nothing wrong with this tree at all. But however, because of fear in the area, people are always asking their gardeners and lawn guys and everybody else, hey, do you think it has it? Well, the only way to know if it has it is to drill a hole and extract the fibers and wood shavings from the tree to send them to a lab. Well, so that's what basically happened here. Somebody came up and decided to see if the tree has the disease. They came up, drilled a big old hole in it, like the size of my finger, and then plugged it with a wood dowel. And then now you can see all this is running down the palm. So this is forever, and that's a big hole. So again, these palms will not compartmentalize. They can't re-heal that. So this was tested without any just cause at all. This has none of these symptoms. There's normally at least 4 symptoms we look at before we would ever drill a hole in your palm to send to the lab. It's very unnecessary, and an expert will be able to identify it without doing that. So again, that's why it always helps to call, you can call us, palm professionals, have one of our experts come out and make sure that you're being cared for properly with the proper tools by the proper people. And then here's the fertilizer I was telling you about, the perfect palm fertilizer. You just sprinkle the granules onto the ground, right around the palm, and that will help start to mobilize and ignite, kind of wake up the vascular bundles and start moving a lot of this through there, now that we're feeding them at the same time as well. So this is what's going on in Galveston. This is what we're doing, but we've been doing this in other places as well. We were actually the ones that got quarantines set in place in Kennemer, around the corner, in Shore Acres, Houston, River Oaks. So it was our studies and our research that determined we had positive cases there, and those areas are quarantined. And then now that is what's happening in Galveston as well. Thanks for watching. There are links down below with more descriptions about pricing, details, origins. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the video and share it with your friends or other people that have palms.